What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with MOFO RC. Today, we got another freaking awesome video for you, dude. Have you freaking missed me? Oh my gosh, I missed you, dudes. Look at the little guy go. This is Bob. Hi, Bob. Meet Bob, everybody. Hi, everybody. So, freaking Bob, TS1 is what that is. TS1 is what I'm calling that. What is that? Texoma Style 1. What does that mean? Dude, there's going to be a 2 and a 3 and a whatever, dude. However many. We're going to keep them coming. Maybe we can also have cool names. I don't really have a name for this right now, but this vehicle is Bob. If you want to know how to build it, go check out the video titled in the thumbnail, Build It. You can't miss it. The freaking blue rig, you know, there you go, dude. You can build it. Although today we do have a few little bitty different tweaks and deals that we made for the new stuff. If you didn't know, I've been insanely freaking busy over the last 3 weeks, dude. For a few of you, your orders are held up. There's a few things that I'm freaking held up on. You know, I super duper apologize, dude. It's been freaking crazy. Had print problems, had all kind of whatever. You know what? I didn't ever even actually figure out the print problems. I'm pretty sure it's just in that print, you know, file is all that it is. It's in that project file. That's the same thing that happened before, dude. It stressed me out. Like, this was over like almost a year ago at this point, where I just duplicated the file and it just you know, it whatever, it just doesn't lay the first layer down properly. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've went through so many prints, dude. I had so many orders that I thought were done that I guess I just didn't check them well enough. I thought they would look good, and then I go actually check them, no good. Chunked up parts, you know, like I'm so, you know, just so frustrating when I'm also trying to do other things and I just got overloaded. And you know, anyways, I apologize to a few people. There's not really too many guys, but I do, does make me stress out, dude, about you know, not being up on things. But we are at another new starting point, dude. We have this, if you check out the Etsy site, it's never been like this before, not quite to this degree. I think that it's doing very well. We will do a video here very shortly, and I will go through actually on the site and walk everybody through it, but it should make a whole lot more sense. Has the categories, these type of things to help you understand. There's description on things that actually need it. I do really want to go fill those out, and as quickly as I can, I want to make an actual PDF, a full freaking build PDF with pictures and everything. So that'd be super duper rad. So I will definitely be working on that. And the wide kits and whatever, and a new body will be coming out as soon as I can do that, but I'm not going to hella stress on that. We have the starting point. So also, we had carbon. We had the 10 cages. Those are already gone. If you didn't get one, I need, you know, we don't have to have 10, but if we have guys, everybody who wanted one, who did not get one of those cages in carbon, that just really wanted the old cage, you know, holler at me. If you just want carbon, just hold on a second. I'll have carbon coming back. It was just those 10. I wanted to make 10 to commemorate, as memorabilia for the old style cage. Just because I don't exactly know, I haven't approached it. It may stay like a similar type shape, just, you know, with the leg removed or something like that. Or I may get funky and just come out with something completely different. You never know once I start being creative and whatever. So I might try to capitalize on the shape that we've always had, or I may just try to go a new direction. So we will see on that, but that's what that is about. I'll still have the original cage slayers, so they'll still be available, but we're just going to do another new cage for, you know, because again, where I made a battery mount running in this, and it's coming in the Pro, it's just right in the way for the leg. So that's what that was about. Again, if you just really wanted one of the carbon cages like that you could just put on yours, I had it for sale with just the carbon. That way you could swap your old Slayer over, or that you could buy it with the new Pro stuff. But again, the battery mount's going to be hidden by the leg. So that's kind of how it goes. And it's not that you have to mount your battery there. You could also run it as a BOA and all these other things. It's just the way that I had it for this, the parts that I made for this style and for a chassis mounted battery don't really work well with it. So that's really what it was about. Nasty, BOAs are cool, but I actually hate seeing the battery. I don't like seeing wires. I don't like seeing the stuff hang out. It really actually bothers me, you know, but it's just one of those things when you're a performance guy, you just learn to deal with it. We just got to suck it up. So And also, you know, typically I've made it so we just stuff the battery in there, and the way that the shock mounts and setups used to work. Look at this, dude, so freaking dope. Little kick right there, ready, go. Hume, just the little kick. So that's something I practice all the time, trying to do what you need to do to land back on the wheels. It's a super fun practice. I had it going quite a few times, or at least a few times in this. I righted a few, and then there's a couple that I did not save or whatever. So no good. So we had definitely a lot of rip till you flipping. That's what this video is going to be called. It says solo rip till you flip. Here we go, dude. This thing is just super awesome. I absolutely love this vehicle. Obviously, we are sacrificing a little bit of performance. We only have 32 millimeter shocks, you know, so these type of things. So we don't have crazy dropout, but for like the most part, dude, this thing does amazing tricks. It's super fun. It's super predictable. I'm out here running the tricks that I like to run, side hills, right? So we're already on a side hill, and we're going to try to push up on rocks and other things. Just makes it absolutely so freaking hard. And it's just, that's my favorite practice. That's why I designed a rig to be able to run side hills. So now we have a body that, look, as you can see, we're not super heavy. It's only 411. I did nothing different than the way that I was running the rig before. I have not weighed the body in the newest form since I finally got all the holes fixed. But at one point in there, it was just below 30 grams. Hopefully we stayed right at that 30 gram mark, and that'd be freaking rad. So that's not too much for a body. This is definitely not a, for most competitions, this is going to be a class 3 rig. Would be what this is. This is not a class 2 rig. This is a class 3 for most people. Or you just drive it, and it's really cool. So this will be something that I will be featuring on stuff like rock blocks and whatever, stuff like that. That's how we will be showing this guy off, and you know, it's definitely focused more on table crawling. But as you can freaking see, we balling out. You know what I'm saying? It's great fun on the rocks, dude. Real talk. Not, you know, super duper performer, but hell yeah, dude. Freaking baller. Absolutely love Bob. I love the medium kit. I told people forever that probably the best STX24, especially for table comp, is going to be a medium, and I never built one. But you know what? Here we go, dude. This is Bob. Meet Bob. Bob the medium. You know what, dude? Freaking A. So freaking killer. It's just, I love it. I freaking love it. So from here out, dude, we got carbon, and we're gonna do those obviously in limited numbers. Those will be ready, and so like in the future, I'll continue to have just the carbon rails for sale. So like anybody who wants to add on, or you know, add it to your existing Slayer, these type of things, you could do that in any time. And then they will come in kits. I will probably have them. I want to try to have stuff. So what I'm trying to do is move towards, if you see the colors, I'm trying to move towards being able to have things in stock, right? That I can have things printed and ready to go, that they will move faster, right? And then also that I can have an inventory to be able to send out in case, you know, some of these guys had talked about hobby shops in the past and whatever. You know, I'm barely able a lot of times just keeping up on print. So one of the things that makes it really hard is all of the colors, right? Like, you know, it just makes it crazy to do the colors and to keep up and whatever. Especially the more parts I have, the more offerings I have, the more colors. It's just, it just begins to become a nightmare. So I want to continue to have the colors, but you're gonna have to pay for it, you know. So if you really want to have the colors, that you can pay for it. I will also show you how to take care and paint the parts. Right now, I just was thinking about it. I had the rails in black. I may go to rails in gray because it paints better, right? It's going to paint easier, or just with markers or whatever, it's going to be able to change color than black. You know, obviously you could paint black, but you can't use markers other than like silver and some metallic colors. Not going to show up. You could use paint pins. They're definitely going to be cool, but you know, these just, I don't know. So let me know if anybody listening, what anybody thinks. If anybody thinks gray for the rails would be better for budget, let me know. So it would also give it, instead of being all black, you would have it gray, black, these type of things. A little bit of offset in the budget variation. So not just all black Darth Vader. Although that is kind of cool, you know, so either way. So just let me know what you guys think. Definitely flexible on that. For now, we do have the stuff in black, and then the body's in gray. The point of the gray budget is, you know, paints well. Like I said again, it works definitely good for any kind of markings or whatever. And then if you paint it and scrape it, and then you have gray underneath versus black marks. So definitely cooler to have some gray coming through, looking like you're scraped up or something like that. Or you could even do that on purpose. Go ahead and finish it and then scrape it, and pre-mess it up. That's always a cool thing to do. Always a cool thing to do. Then you could spray over the top of it. Then it will look like you did it on purpose, and it's just like freaking rad.
Terrible.
Too cool, dog. Too cool.
Hung somewhere.
So those are some things I definitely practiced a little bit while I had some prototype bodies, and definitely want to continue practicing cool art techniques, ways to show off, way to do it, and then teach guys how to do that. So learning. Oh! Just ran out of space. I tried to save it. Too much throttle on the save, but then at the same time, not enough throttle, not enough space to pull it all the way off, dude. Oh, so man, it's a freaking beautiful day. I hope everybody's out having a great day, having a great weekend, man. Thank you to the Patreons. Shout out to the homies. I do appreciate it. Saw some new guys join. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It really has helped a lot, dude. Even though it's only a few bucks, man, it really just mean that I have a few bucks. You know what I'm saying? So I very much appreciate it. So thank you, and shout out to all of the Patreons for your support, dude. Hell yeah. So anyways, man, things coming up on the horizon. We have I need to do a full build video, at least a good breakdown video of this guy. It would be nice to build one from scratch. I would like to have it as a pro. Maybe I'll do two, maybe I'll rebuild this one. I don't know, cannot say for certain. But like I said, we definitely gonna have to have something to do a build video, and do a PDF from that video probably. Maybe that would even be excellent, dude. So we have an awesome build video and do a PDF that goes with it with timestamps that you can go check and actually see it with pictures and all these type of things, dude. Freaking A. What, dude? That'd be crazy. That would be pretty baller, dude. If I did all those things, maybe then we could start selling some stuff and make things easier. So, like things like for me, like, it's like I think like a man, I guess. Like, come on, dude, we just got to solve problems. We just got to make it better and better. And I just keep creating this stuff like that's going to make sales. And that is not what makes sales, actually. So a little bit of stability would help make sales, and a little bit more information, correct pictures, making things easier for people to find what they want to buy. These type of things would probably actually make me a lot more money than continuously striving for even better. So at the same time, we had to be comfortable with what we had. And right now, I think that you can't get it any more simpler. You can't get it, like, it's just, it would just be changed. It would just make it different. We could compromise in a different way. But as far as like a build goes, this is an insane build. You could build this and be happy with it, all day long. So you could run this with, if you wanted to have pretty similar performance with more dropout, just run the 43mm shocks.
Bad driving.
You're gonna have to run some banding and these type of things, but you definitely could have all the dropout you could ever want. Just like we've always run in Slayers. So you could also change it up a little bit. You probably could be able to run 39mm shocks in this configuration, but that's yet to be determined. So we've run them before. It's just with the shock mounts the way they are, they do reposition, and whatever, you might have to get creative. I only has one hole for the shock, so you would have to be able to move it to where you want it to go, and hopefully that would work.
Transition across.
But I will be doing a wide kit coming up soon with a wide body, like I said, and that'll run 39mm shocks. So but on this I felt like it's got plenty of dropout, it's got incredible flex, it will wrap at the top if you can get a hook. It will reach out because of the flex, and it will pull over. It does hit a little bit. As you can see the inside tire right there, the close one. It does hit into the chassis when you run it as the swap rails, the OG rails. So it definitely helps when you have 62mm tires, helps to run the Pro rail. So that's the way it's being sold, but I will probably have it listed as a swap. I don't know why you would want that, but it definitely works well. It definitely has a little bit more space, I guess. I don't think it really makes a difference.
Dang it! Doesn't count.
So, but it doesn't. It definitely has a different shape. The swap rail might actually be beneficial to run with the plus rails, if it will clear everything for the BOA. But it definitely, for the plus front end, it might actually be a benefit. So that's one thing. That's kind of why I'm keeping it around. I need to build that configuration and compare those two. But having the little bit longer radius may be a good thing. I don't know. It's not really a radius, it's just more of a flat angle on the front side, where the Pro angles up more and has a bit of a more radiused front angle on the skid. So if you didn't know, that's what I was talking about. I may to be totally vague. Who knows? I've had to stop this video and restart. I've had dogs barking and wives talking and birthday presents given and all these type of things. It's not my birthday, but my daughter's in town, so they were going to give me a birthday present. So that was pretty cool. So there you go. There you go. The present's not even here, so they gave me an iPad that really is it's not going to work for what I need, so it kind of sucked. So I was like, I felt super bad. My wife went above and beyond to do something nice, and it just wasn't quite what I needed. So it wasn't going to work with the drawing program, at least as far as I know. It used to require the Pro. And anyways, there you go. So, but anyways, birthday's coming up in like a week or something like that. So anyways, coming up, dude, gonna be an old ass man. Oh, save it, dude. I was so scary. I was like just out of reach. I was like, get it. Landing on the wheels, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Freaking scary. You don't want to lose him, dude. We've already lost 2 ESCs last week. By the way, I got these Ovonic batteries. I love them so much, I built the car around it. It's the same as the FMS pack, actually. But at least for right now, you can get the Ovonic pack 300 milliamp 2S battery for $10. The only thing is, the lead is reversed. And if you didn't know that, it burns your ESC up. Well, at least in my configuration. I think it may just be in my configuration. It may not be necessarily too bad of a problem. If you did it, it may not kill your battery or your ESC. But I was running the direct power servo from MOFO, which I definitely recommend for a 2S setup. It's great, a great budget servo. But the problem was, so I plugged that in first and then plugged the battery in backwards. So that's the problem. So maybe I'll buy some of those and I'll go ahead and put JSTs on them or something or whatever, but I love the pack. It's a great pack. It's the same as the FMS, but it's rated at a 45 or a 50C. For table crawling, absolutely enough. I don't need any more wheel speed. It's about going slow. It's about just cruising, and it's way easier to control when you have 2S versus 3S. And with the MOFO direct power servo, you don't have to worry about whatever ESC you're running. You got 7.4 volts, or at least direct power, as you're going to go up to 8.4 when you first start, and then down to whatever your cutoff is, down almost to 6 volts. So maybe 6.5, 7 volts. Anyways, there you go, dude. So I definitely recommend this setup. We will be doing a full setup. I will get the description really filled out better to let everybody know the parts. But the most important, I will do a PDF about this build. So this is the build that I think that you should build with it. I don't think that you should build something else because this is exactly what it was made for. 60 or 62, 63 millimeter tires are going to be ideal. That's what the fender flare is cut for. Again, like I said, if you run a normal width setup on your swap rails, you're going to start to hit the rail when you have max steering. So you're not going to want to go to a bigger size tire if you have the swap rails, the OG style. Pro wheels definitely afford a little bit more just because they bow up right there and they have a little bit of room. So here we go. We're going to try and twist and push up on this. Again, we're not doing the obstacles necessarily themselves are not the craziest, but then the way that I try to hit them and go on them is that's what makes them hard. If you don't have hard obstacles, just go on them sideways, and now they become hard. They become a lot harder. So that's what I like to do. Welcome to my world, taking style to the freaking wheels. That's one thing that you got to practice, dude. You're going to try to rip till you flip, dude. Can you flip it back to the wheels? Just a nice little send over. So definitely takes a little practice. And when you get into like running the same lines and the same things that you do often, you learn how to fix it with the flip often. So pretty cool. So when those practices, doesn't always work out every single time wherever you are, but usually on your own rocks, when you run the obstacles that you run all the time, you get to where that you can you get used to the mistake and you get used to the correction. So there you go, dude. Look at him go. Freaking gnarly, dude. Coming down. I think we're coming up towards the end of the freaking video, bros. I sure do appreciate you dudes hanging out with me, dude. By the way, this thing is 411 grams. It is medium, so that means it's like 142 to 145 millimeters. And then also it is 62% front bias. So that is a crazy bias if you watch these downhills. For as high as the rear end is, running a full freaking hard body, dude. Scale hard body. And then we are still pulling these massive descents, bro, at 62% front bias. Come on, dog. That is badass. Who else? Come on. That is so freaking cool. And why is it 62%? Well, that's just the way it was when I freaking put the body on there, dude. Because it was, I think, pretty sure I was 61 or 60. Pretty sure it was like perfect balance at 60% when it was just the bob. So the body actually weighted towards the front, which is badass. Also, I fixed the battery. It was kind of in a different position, more to the side of the transmission, running forward and longitudinally, a little bit longitudinally. On an angle a little bit, and now it's latitudinally transverse the chassis, and a cool little body mount again. So you got to check these batteries out. They are badass. Just remember, dude, that you got to swap the plug, and that's Amazon Ovonic, 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 something like that. If I spelled it correctly, who knows, dude? I say weird things. Dude, this freaking crawling is amazing. Do you get off on this? Do you like this crap? I freaking love this crap, dude. I love just cruising. This is probably my absolute favorite practice with the car. It is great with a buddy, but at the same time, solo rip to you flip is, awesome. It's so enjoyable. I just want to show it off. But just cruising forward, there's really no necessary route or plan. You just look and you go and you try to find just a way through sometimes, just the only way you can make it. Or sometimes you try to make it as stupid hard as possible. Try to not do things like that where you get too much, I just went back to my wheel twitching, which when I had repositioned was not good. So that was just my bad. Sometimes you can go peek, 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 and sometimes you cannot. That was a time you cannot. So that was just my bad, dude. Unfortunate, not being sensitive, not seeing the angle and things, trying to be in a good position for filming. So there you go. Take that, guy.
When you have your head down, I guess.
But at the end of the day, we ripped and we flipped and we landed back on the wheels, and that's how it goes, dude. And here we go. So there's a little twitchy, wiggle me this. Nice job, dude. So that's probably one of the things that you get the best at, being slow and continuous, but understanding where you need to be, and then understanding how to position and correct it when you with your wheels, with your front end. That's the most important thing to learn as a crawler, I think. Number one, where the wheels need to be, and number two, how to position them there. Pretty much that's rock crawling right there, dude. And it doesn't matter what you drive, how freaking badass it is. Those things are what it's about. So get out there on the rocks and start do some technical stuff, dude. Start learning where your rig has to be and then how to put it there. There you go, dude. Sometimes, my favorite are like the technical things where you have to set it up and you have to do this and then that, and then you can go up the obstacle. Those are super fun. Super duper fun. At the same time, they can be a pain in the ass to film when you have to do some crazy thing, whatever, and then you can do the obstacle. Those things can really just irk me, dude. Really just get to me. So we're hitting up this super duper, super steep climb, dude. At the limit. Tires biting in the back. Got plenty of grip. Can we make it to the top? Oh yeah, dude. Little repo. Got it, dude. Pull through the V, looking dope. We're coming up to the end. We got just a minute. Coming down. I think we're gonna roll. Yep, we got one rollover. And here is the final obstacle. Watch this. Just watch this, dude. It's so freaking dope. Showing off the skills. Look at you. And then the turnout. Look at this. Watch, dude. 62% front bias, bro. Let's go. That is so freaking sick. And then watch the twist up here. Good. At the water with the high intensity. Please don't roll. Please don't roll. Please don't roll. Hell yeah, dude. This is what it's about. Having fun. Pushing the limits, dude. Freaking A, bro. Rip till you flip.